To just dry out a bit of the interior of this.
Okay.
When I'm really planned up proper, bring some firewood and just build a little fire in here, burn that down for a few minutes. But I wanted to dry the surface a little bit. And not that it's really terribly effective this way. You can see it's still kind of steamy. We've pushed the brick back together a little bit so that it'll be a bit tighter. We're going to line it with paper to prevent the air from running through. But if everything's damp, then the paper gets wet and sawdust transfers the moisture and doesn't burn so well.
Which is why it would have been better if it was like the other day.
Yeah, but it was still damp in here. And there was a bit of an opening over the kiln where either critters or people had opened it up to see what's going on. And it'd be nice if it was just kind of dried out. So we got the pots here. They're sitting under there so they don't get soaked up anymore. Got to bring the sawdust mix from the truck. At least one big.
So no jumping onto the tarp.
Just spread a couple of inches of sawdust down and then start.
I see dead people.
The larger pots in it.
Well, that's your problem. I see delicious
when you
people.
Look at the surface area, how much
it could be like
Hannibal.
If we're going to get them all in, okay? If we're going to get them all in, then they're going to be like 2 layers worth maybe. Now, this time there happened to have turned out to be a bunch of pieces of a rather larger size. Sometimes you get a whole bunch that are this size. This time we got a bunch that are bigger. So if they don't all fit in, that'll mean we've got to come back next week and do it again. But this doesn't look like it's really dried out that well from this little garbage fire. Maybe I'll just take a torch and run along. In the past, we had better weather. We didn't have to worry about this sort of thing. Oh, great.
As soon as you put it down, too.
Yeah. This was working fine this morning. Lovely, lovely signing.
You had to bring the one that was empty. No.
The one that we were using this morning was working fine.
Just hold our hand over it? No. There we go. Knock on wood.
These things upside down, they don't always work so well, but I don't know. This is just kind of foolish to be trying to dry up bricks this way.
Where's Superman when you need him with this?
So we'll just take this ash debris out of here, and yeah, it's not going to be very smart. I guess we'll just have damp sawdust. If it's raining, then it's a drag because all the paper and the bricks and everything's damp, and it just sort of stays wet. And never really burns down. Once the sawdust gets going, it generates a fair amount of heat, and you can feel the hot bricks all the way through to the other side. So if you came here tomorrow, you'd feel where the fire was by just running your hands down the brick box, and you see where they're hot and where they cool. So the bricks will heat up from all of it. And before we leave today, we'll see some smoke curling up and smell the smell of the sawdust burning. Normally we would mix sawdust, get different particle size, get a lot of really fine stuff mixed into it. Today I got to go with what I got, which is got some cedar mixed in with some oak, maple, and maybe some birch or something. And it's just whatever I could get from a furniture maker. So I don't know. Usually like to mix in other things like coffee bean chaff, which packs in real nice with the stuff. If you get a very compact mix of stuff, it burns very slowly and very evenly. If it burns too quickly because there's too much air around, it's too efficient, then you get a lot of plain colors of the clay. You don't get the blackening effect. If the sawdust still got a little bit of moisture, it slows down the way it burns and makes it smokier. If it's too dry, it just burns really clean. You don't get much color at all. So we're trying to get black smoke on things.
Creatures were sleeping in
Yeah, there were some spiders and some caterpillars and some wasps.
Not anymore.
there. A few spiders come running out this side.
Yeah, sometimes we find that the mice have been setting up camp.
No.
But we changed their we changed the pallet in the summer. In the summer, I changed the pallet over. Canada usually lasts about 4 or 5 years.